hat. With the hat. Ugh. Let's fix that filter, all messages. And then stand here waiting until my wife gets home. Yeah, so if anybody joining this stream after the fact and being like, what in the world? Why is this happening? So I was trying to get in on some of the trends going around. If anyone's seen the whole gnome and knight thing, that's been a whole thing. So I was trying to get in on that trend before it went because I'm leaving for Japan in like next week. So I'm like, I either do the video now or I don't do the video at all. So I decided to put on the armor, do the video real fast. But then my wife had to take the kid to her grandparents for the holiday, and now I'm waiting for her to get back here. It's a whole thing. So now we're doing this little song and dance. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm going to Japan. No, I don't really need help. I am doing fine. It's just, can't really get out of this until I could probably weasel my way out of it eventually, but the buckles are back there. It's kind of obnoxious. I feel like I need to, I have a plan. I have an idea. What if I use my bill hook as a mic stand? What if we do this? Can I get away with this? Will this work? I think my bill hook might be too tall for this. I can put it clip it to the, hello. This is an interesting mic. Yeah, it's not too tight on me or anything. I'm not sure how long. It shouldn't be too long. She said she was just going to go drop the kid off and then get some coffee. So I guess it depends on the line. I think she's going to Starbucks or Dunkin', one or the other. I'm not sure which. Is this working? I feel like this is probably working. Thank you. Hello. Big one. Big what? Big mic? Here's the next 12 hours. I have the talking pole arm. It's my turn to speak. I agree. Yeah, it is an interesting situation. Although it will give us an opportunity to talk about the armor a little bit when she actually turns up. I think she forgot the part where I can't actually get out of the armor on my own. So I've not. Oh, D&D rulebook armor. That's interesting. I don't have enough room for some spear skills. Just can't. Yeah, I gotta keep the spear in my face. I wish I could I wish this was a little bit short because then I could clip it here. I can talk to it if I brandish it like this. There, that works. Now you can actually see the spear, and then I have the mic. What other options do I have for improvising a mic stand? This one's a bit. I could do my greatsword. Where's that wood block? A wood block somewhere. The greatsword's a little too pointy to put on the floor. So I have a wood block that I pair it with. So let's see if this works any better. Oh, this still won't work. No, that's not going to work any better. Darn, I have miscalculated my plan here. Maybe if I tied a little string to it, that would work. This is where we're at this point of the day. I'm a little hot. I was doing stuff outside in the armor in the summer. Not the best plan, but I didn't have much of a choice to the contrary as far as my timeline goes, because I had a choice to just not do the video. But I mean, come on now, why would I not do the video? This is gonna work. Oh yes, big brain. Do this, and then we clip the mic here, and we just scooch it. Hello. Now we have a little mic situation. I'm going to loosen up a little bit more. I'm going to try to lower it down a little bit. Get it a bit closer to talking distance. Okay. Yeah, I did need help to put the armor on. So the yes. Yeah, so the reason why I can't really get out of the armor on my own, is just the way it's strapped at the moment. So the things that actually hold the armor on, if you can see, there are these buckles that are like just slightly too far back for my arm to reach. I can. Oh, hey, look, there she is. Hi. No. Well, because I can't get out of the armor.
Oh.
Yeah, that part.
Do you want to get out of the armor now? Or?
She's back. I can get out of the armor. Happy day. Look at my beautiful mic. You have any words to say to that?
Oh, I didn't know what you.
Yeah, look, I made
Is there nowhere to clip it?
Nope, not on the arm. I mean, like I could clip it like right there, but she's back. I'm free.
Gorgeous on 4th of July.
Yeah, she's
In my PJs.
So yeah, so what I was talking about earlier is the buckles here are just a little too far back for me to actually be able to get at. So you should probably do the spalders first.
That is true. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that.
Yeah, so we're getting the spalder here. This is the real reason to have a spouse, right? Not for the marital love or anything.
That's what you get.
Oh, sad day. But I have the beautiful mic for you.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, I have the fun part where I have to like hold the mic. They're not happy that you knocked the hat off. I don't think they care about.
I have one job as a spouse.
No. I said this is
I said that's the real reason to have a spouse is what you said.
Yeah.
Not the marital bliss, I believe you said.
Oh no. I have a belt on.
I forgot you had a belt.
No, I said it's the real reason to get married. Oh dear, this is
we didn't think this through.
This is a problem. Mayday. Here.
We don't know what to do.
Pizza butt. Someone likes your shirt. Pizza butt.
Pizza butt. I was listening to the song
Pizza
in the
butt.
car.
Yeah. Anybody know Pizza butt? Anybody?
Yeah. Anybody get the reference for Pizza butt?
It's a reference. Anybody know? Okay.
Okay.
I'm free. I'm free of all that. Oh.
Whew. I'm sure like people know Pet's vet, but maybe not. Mm-hmm. But you'd help.
Yeah, that would probably help. MC Chris Pizza. Yes. MC Chris. Yes, MC Chris. You can see all the sweat now. Oh.
I'll get your hat in a minute.
Can opener malfunction. Freedom. Oh.
Something there. I don't know. I have to go because we forgot the cake.
Oh, you have to.
For Lisa, so I was trying to call you to see if you could.
Oh.
$3 for cake.
Well, no.
The answer would have been no.
The answer was no.
All right, I'll be back. At least you're free.
I'm free. Now I can put on different armor. Yeah. Mike, happy 4th of July, Independence Day. I was thinking the other day that it seems odd to me that the 4th of July seems sort of uniquely poised to be known by its date when it has a proper name. So like, Cinco de Mayo, Juneteenth, right? Like, the date is the thing for those, but Memorial Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, Independence Day, of all of those, Independence Day is the only one that we all just call July 4th. I always find that interesting. Now I need to like shed. There's a lot of layers to this. This Zweihander is a Regenier model or Regenier Montante number 4 with a shortened grip. Oh, that's better. Woo! Ah, I can breathe now. Yeah, it rolls off the tongue well. July 4th is conveniently easy on the tongue. Yeah, this grip is shortened. Yeah, that's the crazy thing, right? Yeah, the model. So the the Montante number 4 for Regenia's lineup has a just ridiculously long handle. I mean, it's a really long handle. Uh, the blade is fairly normal, but it's just the number 4 that has the really long handle. The other ones in the lineup don't have those crazy long handles. But yeah, most people really like the number 4. I think the number 4 is probably their most popular one. It's just really simply elegant. I love it. With a single fuller running down. And then they also do this thing where they polish the blade, that's the edge portion here, but they leave this kind of not like completely rough, but you can see it's still sort of just, it has a bit of that workshop finish to it. It's not totally blackened, but it's just the ricasso is just unfinished, unpolished. And I find that the polished blade interacting, and it extends, this unpolished section extends down through the fuller. So the fuller isn't polished either. So you just have this cool two-tone effect. I realize now that I'm talking away from the mic, but I hope that was picking up. I'm not exactly sure what the range on this mic is. It's always tucked next to my throat, so I never actually know the range on it. My wife is not jealous of the swords. She actually has some. Some of these are hers. Not all of these are mine. Let's see, where's some of hers? She names hers. I don't name mine. This is hers. This is Prasita. And I believe this is hers. We have 2 of the same sword. One's right-handed, one's left-handed because she's a lefty. If this is the lefty, then this is hers. Nope, this one's mine. Where's the lefty? Wait, no, what? Wait. Are you the lefty? No, you're the righty. What? Well, just color me confused. I guess I had it. But yeah, the other one's there we go. Yeah. So this is Papas. This is her messer. Papas. Potato. She says it smells like a potato. So that's why it's Papas. So we have like Prasita and then potato. I am not going to hit the armor behind me. Maybe very gently. I don't want to put dents in it or scratches. Also, I stole its neck. The neck protection. That's why the neck is so open over there. I took it. It's over here. Because that's kind of important. Because without the neck protection, dead. It's troublesome. I did go through the new DLC. I have one fight left. I have the final. And nobody spoil anything, by the way. I don't worry. Like, I'm not worried about spoilers. I'm at the end. Don't spoil it for anybody else in chat who hasn't gotten to that point. But I am at the final boss of Shadows of the Erdtree or Shadow of the Erdtree. I've kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit because I've in streaming the game now I'm stuck because I can't go beat the final boss, unless I'm on stream, and I don't want to do that without. So I have to sit here and wait until Sunday before I can actually beat the game. I've been practicing on the boss. I've been playing it. There was one part where I almost beat the final boss, and I was like, oh no, I just had to abruptly abort and die, so I didn't actually beat him. off stream. Yes, yes, they did also use steel plates for neck protection. They would use mail or plates. It depends on your time period, your money, a bunch of factors. Yes, shadow. The skadoo is actually just shadow. SC shadow. So it's not actually skadoo. But try to not catch me saying skadoosh level because I will. Is it a Lounge Connect costume? It can be, not intrinsically, but it can be. It's one of those situations where this is just a very 1560s kind of outfit. It's like I could be right. The Lounge Connect don't necessarily have their own look. Like they can obviously because the sumptuary laws and everything they can be exempt from it. But at the same time, a Lounge Connect could just be in just clothes. So options, right? This sort of dress would just be very normal for like anybody that lives in a city. If you were like a guildsman, this would be a good guildsman outfit. It's not pinked or overly slashed or anything, so it's a little on the less fancy side, admittedly. So I'd maybe be like a. I'd imagine this is probably something more like a journeyman even. I'm not super duper wealthy in this kind of outfit, but I'm definitely comfortable. I lead a comfortable life dressed like this. Take the wife out to dinner and this, yes. Well, she's got her own outfit. She she has her own 15 gosh, hers is a little bit earlier. Hers is like 15:30, I think. So we're a little bit of a mismatch standing together, but it's close enough. Whatever. Does this costume make me feel cool? Just really hot, really. Just constantly hot. It's very hot. And this isn't even wool. This would normally be wool. It's not wool. I have not seen them, Crusader Sam. I'm not familiar with them. Yeah, we should. We live in kind of a small town though, so I don't know if I would. Maybe we'd go to the next town over to do that. This. I mean, I guess you'd say it's a self-made character. It's not really. This is. It's not. I'm not. This isn't like like a LARP or anything or a cosplay. It's just a reenactment outfit. So like yes, there's a character I guess, which is just it's me, but I'm like 1560. Uh, it's an impression. This is to be super specific. This is a and for anybody who's wandering into the stream wondering why I'm doing this if they haven't figured it out, my mic is attached. So that's why that's why I keep talking into it. I figured this was a rock and roll kind of look. That's what we need. We need a rock and roll band that does like rock and roll covers of Renaissance music, and then the lead singer just has a Zweihander that they just sing into. That would be such a look, right? Instead of smashing the guitar on the ground, they just take the Zweihander and just kaboosh. That'd be great. Oh yeah, medieval covers of Mono. Yeah, that works too. That would be awesome. Anyways, so this I was saying Zweihander, and technically, like, yeah, you can refer to this as a Zweihander because Zweihander just means two-hander, and this is a two-handed sword. But it is specifically a montante, which is the Iberian flavor of two-handed sword. They're largely interchangeable. There are some regional preferences. I'm going to say not even variation, just regional preference behind the design of these swords. They're not exclusive, but the German flavor tends to not even tends to just will on occasion dip into more dramatic looking guards, sort of like sweeps and like secondary sweeps. Just generally look a little bit more ostentatious. They tend to be a bit on the bigger end. They'll kind of be up like here. Again, very, very just not hard rules here at all that I'm describing. I'm just saying like what people had preferences for in a extremely general, loose sense. And then your Iberian Montante flavor of two-handed sword will generally be something more subdued, a little bit smaller, a little bit slimmer, just generally speaking, less, just sleeker, let's say, low profile. What's my EDC? Definitely not this. Oh boy, the second phase. I assume we're talking about the boss fight. Yeah, that second, the just constant uh, holy damage getting thrown around is kind of nutty. I figure the positioning of those holy strikes are meant to keep you from retreating, like it punishes you for backing out of the fight. Because what I've noticed is if you're face hugging the boss, those holy strikes hit behind you usually. It's when you sort of retreat from the boss that the holy strikes start hitting you. So it seems to me that if you don't want to get smacked with the holy strikes, you have to like face hug the boss and then work the offline. Oh yeah, so we are actually out of the armor now. I guess I realize that people are joining the stream now at this point, wondering why in the world the title is stuck in my armor until my wife gets back. My wife got back. Ta-da! I'm out of the armor. Maybe I should put the armor on a chair that people can see that I have indeed successfully extricated myself from the armor. Oh, look at that. One hand. It's heavy. There. Now everybody can see that I got out of the armor. Oops. Nobody saw that. That's why we have a wood block for the floor. Where do I get those clothes? Find a friend who you can persuade into making it for you. And then they will hate the process of making it and then never make another one. Thank you, yeah. Generally, this period, the men would wear beards, like full. You just have. It's actually, I really like the beard that they would grow. It's like a forked beard almost, so, which probably sounds more outrageous than it actually was. You're probably thinking like whoosh whoosh, but it's more like they just kind of like gave it like a cleft almost. It's a very subtle fork in the beard. I think it looks nice. I don't know if I have a picture of anybody with the forked beard. But there are some people who have mustaches. I've seen pictures where they have mustaches. Just the mustache, not the full beard. But most of the time, it's a full beard. That was a shield that I just kicked. No Starfire blades. Oh, this chat's moving fast. Sorry if I missed stuff. Do I normally wear this outfit on a normal day to day? No. I do not have any bassinets. I would like some. Any recommendations for a newbie looking to get their first HEMA sword? If you're going for a long sword, I would say the Regagne Shorty is very good. If you are, let's say, if you're under 6 foot, get the Regagne Shorty. If you are over 6 foot, get the Regagne Standard. That would be my recommendation for a beginner sword. It's affordable. It works. It's just it's a good entry level sword. The performance is great. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. It's a lot prettier than a Castile, that's for sure. Regagne short. I once I get unlaced from this waistband of the doublet, trying to get a little more airflow. Fun thing about the clothing of the period is that's kind of the way in which you vent the clothes is interesting to me, because if you can actually see this in the oh gosh, this is where I wish I had a different solution here. Well, actually, wait. Now that I'm actually out of the armor, I can stop doing this. Let's just do that. I now actually have a shirt I can clip this to now. Yeah, that works. Okay. So just speaking generally, welcome back.
Did not name the stream. Stuck in armor until my wife gets home. Popped up on my notifications.
My wife's calling me out. My wife just realized what the stream was called. I'm looking for an example here. For a good example. Yeah, I guess this gets the idea across. So you can see here how he's sort of opened up his doublet here. He's unlaced. So this would lace to the pants, basically turning into a big jumpsuit, but he's unlaced the connection here between the doublet and the pants. So you can see his undershirt kind of billowing out, which is what I'm doing here. This is still like your sport mode for this outfit, which I can move in it with it fully done up, but it definitely, converting it into sport mode here definitely helps with the airflow and everything. And just to get you a little bit more range of motion, I've got like 2 more laces, and then I'll actually be free. A little bit fun. The one that's behind my back is the tricky part. Ooh. I didn't realize. Isn't it hot in these clothes? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, hey, Alice. Yeah. I'm still working on this lace. There we go. Got it. I'm free. AC is pretty good, yeah. Wait, no, wait, what? I don't care how many ladies you have off screen. No one's buying you're married. Hey. Wait, she's probably not. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. Oh, I'm free. Oh, thank you. Poleaxe or halberd, which that's a poleaxe there. Happy birthday, Ghost. Hi, honey. Oh. Hi. Someone says you don't exist. Someone said, I don't care how much. Yeah, they said, I don't care how many women you have off screen. You're not convincing me that you have a one. Hey, I have a wife.
I'm not wearing a pizza butt shirt anymore.
No, you're not.
I have to put stuff on my tattoo, so I have to.
She got a new tattoo.
Hold on. It looks really terrible
I
right
don't
now
think
because
I don't think you can.
Oh yeah, that just looks like a big bruise.
Yeah.
It won't look like that.
Yeah.
So I have to go put stuff on it.
This outfit is a sort of 16th century free city burger look. Burger, B-U-G-R-E. Wait, I can never spell it in my head. B-U-R-G-H-E-R. Something like that. City is a city dweller, city person. A 1560s city slicker outfit is what this is. I don't know how much it cost for the whole outfit. A lot. But it was mostly material cost. But there is so much. I can't emphasize how much fabric there is in the pants. There's like something like 6 yards of fabric per leg. Per leg. It's so much fabric. Oh, thank you. How long does it make to take the whole costume? I'm not sure. It wasn't like done in a sprint or anything. We weren't keeping track of the time. Yes, it's a real feather. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm not. Yes, I feel like I need to edit the stream name or something now. I'm out of the armor now. The armor's back here. I was saved. My wife came back, so I'm saved. I'm not in armor anymore. Doesn't my wife get angry that I spend so much money on the stuff? Hey, honey, do you get angry that I spend so much money on swords? She says no. She says that's a stupid question. I don't think there's stupid questions. I think, do bears exist as a? I mean, yes, that is. There. Yes, this is a lovely sword. This is a really nice sword. I love this sword. This sword's great. Or knife. This knife is great. At this point, I think trying to be cheeky about calling it a knife at this point is, let's face it, no, you're not convincing anybody. Yeah. I'm not really a big curved sword guy, but yeah, this one will do. I like two-handed curved swords. Let's say that. This thing's amazing. It's so light too. This is the crazy part. It has a very broad blade, but it is just so thin through it. It thickens up at the spine back here, but because it's this single edged blade, they can pull all of this cutting face here and make it. They pull. Yeah, let me not go that way on the blade. They can sort of like squeeze it out into this really thin blade. So even though side to side like this, it's very wide, along the cutting face, as you kind of get through, it's all super thin until it thickens out at the spine for structure. But it means that despite it being such a huge sword, it is not slow. Even in one hand, I would feel completely confident using this in one hand. It is so nimble. I love this thing. This is just a delight to use. This is probably one of the best hand feel swords I have. It's just so quick and nimble. Oh, I love it. Wonderful, wonderful sword. Are there any manuscripts on how to 1v3, v2, or v2? Yes, actually. Oh my goodness! Wait, I have to jump to this. I'll be back to that. If I was to choose an element of Renaissance warfare that's not relevant anymore, relevant again, which element would it be? Well, I mean, there's only one choice. There's only one choice. The outfits. That's the only choice. Outfits. Make the outfits relevant again. I want to see a complete abandonment of camouflage. Just nobody keep everything else the same. Everything else the same. camouflage as a concept is just been deleted from everyone's brain. Remove the very, very concept of camouflage and let everybody just go dressed in their best. That's what I want. Anyways, someone was asking, are there any manuscripts on how to 1v3 or 1v2? Yes, there are. The general advice is to run away. You, hear you giggling. Yeah, I mean, the advice is to run away. If you're outnumbered, run away. That's it. Like, they all say, like, dude, like, you're outnumbered. There is no honor here. Like, no one's going to call you a coward for running away when you were about to get gank squatted, right? Like, you're walking down the street one night and then like 3 guys step out of the shadows, pull swords. You run away. You don't fight them. You run. So there is, well, one of my favorite plays that is recommended for this like 1v many is you draw your sword. I have so many swords I have to like pick which one I want to grab. What I want is the one that is all the way over here, unfortunately. Okay. So 1v many situation. You draw your sword. You try to like get them to back off a little bit. You're like, hey, I don't want this. I don't want this. And they're not taking the hint. You then go, you grab your sword and you just chuck it at the closest guy you can, like whoever, you just pick one of the guys and you just chuck your sword at them, just fly it. I think he shows grabbing like your blade and you just like underhand lob it straight at somebody. And I love the picture that he shows because it's a drawing of these like 4 guys and then this sword, just a sword just drawn like in flight towards this group. And then it shows the person who has thrown the sword going, like he's just, hands are up and he's just running out of frame. It's my favorite manuscript image. I love it so much. Just chuck the sword, run away. That's the advice. There's another fun one of if it's this one's in prose. I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm gonna try to like do my best to remember it. It says he who should think himself to fight 3 or more should give up such foolishness and spend the day in bed, or something to that effect, or to like go home, basically spend the day in bed and think about what he has done to offend so many. I have cut tatami. It's very fun. Oh, interesting. Do I ever use styles or actions with unintended weapons? It's so, you say Meyer. The fun part with Meyer is that he prefaces the sword as being the basis for all weapons, and that when he covers more weapons, he's basically taking the concepts that he introduces with sword and then specializing them further. So the sword is the basis for the longsword is the basis for the sword held in 2 hands. The dusek is the basis of the sword held in 1 hand. The rapier is the sword in 1 hand, but now you're thrusting a lot. The staff is the basis of all pole arms. It goes on like that. So he layers on concepts and just kind of like, so use like cross applying stuff where it doesn't, like that sort of vibes with the system in a way. It's a case of like, this is a weapon in your hand. What lessons have you learned that you can apply to this? And so it's sort of weapon agnostic almost, once you've kind of gone through everything. I love the Guandao. I would love one. I have Stormtrooper armor, actually. I have Mandalorian armor. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, some knowledge of the sword sorcery. Do I think that normal swords armor would be able to be viable against it? That depends. I mean, the sword sorceries in Elden Ring deal magic damage. The fact that they look like swords is just for flavor, and that's not even like a video game for video game flavor. Like it's a beam sword or something. It's literally like it's the shape of a sword because they want like that. The magician who invented it is like, I want to look like a sick knight when I cast this spell, because otherwise they'd be just shooting like glintstone pebbles and stuff. So it does magic damage. So it does pure magic damage. If there was a physical component, then there'd be something to talk about with the armor. But it's what makes armor good at resisting magic damage in that setting. Like what qualities of armor or what attribute about the armor is it? The like the polish? Does a higher polish make it more resistant to magic? Maybe. So unless we know what resists magic damage, then we can't really quantify the armor using any sort of real world logic. I'm gonna zoom along here. I realize I have slipped into my classic hiccup here, where I stopped scrolling the stream. I stopped keeping up with the chat. I'm gonna skip. So sorry to everybody. I just skipped. I just skipped to the end. So if I skipped over your question, just ask it again. The Zweihander came from Regagne Armory. Do you think we can't properly appreciate curved swords because we don't actually try to injure? I don't necessarily. No, I don't think so. Because the qualities that make curved swords cut well also make them glance well. Glance. That sounds like the wrong thing to say here. Like part of what makes a curved sword cut well is the fact that you get this drawing action. So as you cut, that blade sort of whoop through the target, which you don't get with a straight. You get a little bit of that with the straight sword, but eventually the arc of the swing stops making that drawing action happen, and you just kind of get like a wedge action. And the fact that this curve that gives you that draw, if you're hitting something that won't actually be cut, that curve still travels the sword very nicely. So I can hit something and then just draw through and come back and hit again, and I don't really get caught up at all. Whereas if I do that with a straight sword, I come in, I hit, and like there comes a point, so I get that little bit of travel there, and then it just kind of stops. And I have to make a effort to like pull it back. I have to change my cut. So I can do the hit, boom, and then after a certain point, I have to pull my arm back, or I have to lift off again. Without the curve guiding the sword, you do get caught up. So I don't think in a sparring context, I have so many swords on this table now. It's a bit of a mess. So I don't think the fact that we're not actually causing injury with the curved practice swords, I don't think that has a factor. You still get a cutting benefit. Even with a blunt sword on a sporting target, you get a benefit from that curve because you will get that clean pass through with the cut that you won't get with a blunt straight sword. So there's still a reason to use a curved sword. Getting into swords is easy. Getting into armor is hard. Armor is expensive. I don't have a tall shield. Oh boy, this chat is fast. I'm trying to just Somebody asked the history of bucklers. It's long. It's very long. Where's my buckler? The history of bucklers is like practically as long as the history of shields, so it's really hard to pin down. So at a certain point, metal bucklers become a big thing, but before you had full metal bucklers, you'd have like wooden bucklers and stuff. The bucklers have been around like forever. They're just really good shields, and their popularity kind of like ebbs and flows, but they're always just there somewhere. I think sort of their last hurrah is in like the 18th century. I think it's kind of like their last. Like if we're really pushing it, that's kind of their last, right? With like because I feel like some Highland targes can get into that buckler territory. Yes, I have a wife.
How many times do I have to prove myself?
Well, I think someone just didn't know I was married. Yeah. No, they weren't trying to.
Popped in after I.
Yeah. What pairs well with a long sword? A lot. Nothing. A longsword works best on its own. Like you could pair it, depending on your longsword, you could pair it with something. I think there's some value in pairing a longsword with a shoulder slung shield. I find some value in that. This shield's honestly a bit too big for that idea. I can make it work, but this shield. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun with my mic. Hopefully, my mic isn't too impacted by this when I. So the idea of having a shield slung like this, and necessary. So in order to pair the longsword with anything, it has to be a longsword that is light enough to be used comfortably in one hand. This one's not really. I can use it briefly in one hand, but it is not responsive enough in one hand to be viable like that for long. But with a slightly smaller shield than this, something like an encranche, you could have that shield slung over the shoulder, and you can sort of use the longsword decently well like that. And then of course you can still split. You can split the hand off and grab the shield and kind of work like that. So this is about the only pairing that I particularly like for a longsword, is to have a shield that you just drop on occasion. But longswords, by their nature, don't usually pair very well. Dedicated one-handed swords will always be better for using something in the other hand. Yes, I do interact with some new HEMA practitioners, and many of them do come from a background of what. It's funny, I actually got some new students from exactly that. They were fans of my channel, and they didn't actually know that I was with Triangle Sword Guild, I think, until one day I did a video where I'm like, I'm an instructor with Triangle Sword Guild, and I'm opening a new beginner's class, blah, 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 blah. And they went, oh my gosh, it's him, and he teaches there, and I'm there, and they turned up. That was cool. What sword would I casually carry with you? Probably the cast bugger. I like this one. This would probably be my casual sword carry. It's nice and compact. Is it about, what time is it? Is it noon yet? Is it lunch? I do have a wife, yes. I guess you do. I guess you just need to just hang out here. They're gonna keep asking.
Sit and scroll.
I do have a mace, yes.
Remove your armor.
Oh yeah, now that you're back, then we can. You want to wear the armor? You just put the armor.
No, I don't want to wear the armor.
You don't want to wear the armor.
I don't want to. Wait.
There, she's back. The wife is back. Yeah. Now people will be like, oh, he's out of the armor. The wife is back.
Yep.
Oh, you had.
That's why you missed. They missed armor because I had returned. Of course, I had to be right in front of the thing.
There, I have a mace. Yes, this is my flanged mace. It's made by Windlass. And I also have a. Oh, I put the shield on top of it. What have I done? I've also somehow indented the leather. How did I do that? Something must have fallen at some point. There's like a little like pinhole indent. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something landed on this. I have this Warhammer too. That's the thing. I need to do more videos with that.
I forgot you had it, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, and the dog's here.
Oh, and the dog. Yeah, the dog's here too.
Hi.
That is no.
Oh,
That's
no.
that's not a morning. That's a flanged. Oh my goodness. This isn't a morning star. It's a flanged mace. Hence the flanges. That's why it's a flanged mace. Because it has flanges. This doesn't look like a star.
When you look from above, it could be like a mini pointed star.
I guess it kind of looks like a star from there, yeah.
I can see it. I can
Yeah.
see the logic.
I think I can see it from there, but no.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this chat is fast.
Yeah, I just looked down and all of a sudden it was just moving. I was like, Jesus.
Who is that beauty behind on the wall between those two pictures? I think they're asking about the sword.
Oh, yeah, it's not me. It's not me. I think it's the sword.
I don't know. Here, we can hedge our bet. There you go. We can
I
have.
think it's the
There you
sword.
go. You can hold it, and now.
No, you got to separate the two of us so
Oh.
we know which one they're talking about.
I-
It's the sword.
Yeah, the sword. This is a Valor Arms Kriegsmesser. People really like the sword.
Any mall ninja swords?
No, I don't have any more ninja swords. Why would bucklers be used over shields? They can be worn on your belt, for one. They're lighter, easier to carry. They're a better complement. Hi.
Hey, you're cute. I got distracted.
I noticed. I am 31. When I use swords for home defense, oh boy, this chat is way too fast. Is that dog a historical reconstruction? Yeah. Yeah, it's made to very historical specs. There's like it's got like toe beams, very historical toe beams, and a snoot.
She's not purebred, but she'd be a good little hunting dog.
Yeah, she'd be a good hunting dog. She can burrow pretty well. When is IRL Elden Ring playthrough? I guess after I finish the DLC. Burger nuts. Oh no, oh, I have to say salad. Salads are always my favorite. Burger nuts are probably my second favorite. I am at the final boss of Shadow of the Erdtree. Yes, I've been streaming the entire playthrough of Elden Ring from start to finish, including the DLC. I've been doing it for like almost like half a year. I have found the Fire Knight's Greatsword. I can't equip it because my build doesn't have enough faith. A peasant railgun strategy in HEMA? I know what all those words mean in separation. I don't know what they mean together. A peasant railgun strategy. Greatsword versus rapier. Can the right-hander beat the right? Yeah, yeah. Advantage is probably on the Zweihander side. Rapier is going to have a hard fight. But swords are bonkers huge. Viltrum might stop aging at around 25 and then they grow their mustache out.
I don't have the mustache.
I do love that the Viltrumites just all have, like, that was my favorite part about the when he reveals his identity as a Viltrumite. He just rips off the beard. Just saws the mustache. Oh, Viltrumite. The D&D meme. I will look it up at some point, or I don't know. Can you look?
What is it?
Peasant railgun. I can't look it up because my phone is the streaming device.
Peasant railgun. There's a bunch of different ones, and I don't know which one to show you.
Oh,
Let's close out of
hey, look, that's me.
close out the stream. Oh, okay, memes.
Maybe it's this one.
You wanna? There wasn't just one meme that came up like a bunch of times. It's, I don't know. Looking at Gru from Despicable Me. You got a chuckle.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it probably goes about as well as it goes in that. Yeah, you're not going to get any sort of real acceleration out of doing that. That's a funny one. That's a fun thought. Yeah, because they all get their turn within that 6-second frame. So if they all pass it, then there is a distance that it has to be able to travel. So like breaks it, but I think that definitely. I think the ruling that it only travels at the speed of the last person to hold it, probably makes the most sense. It circumvents the cheese. My mom's in the chat. My oldest sword. Yep, I know what she's talking about. This is my oldest sword. It's got my name on it. I think I wrote my name on it because my sister crayoned it. I'm pretty sure these.
You tell that story like every time you touch the sword. You have to talk about how Kelsey did something.
I'm very, very salty about that.
Salty about it, like 25 years.
Yeah, like 25 years. I'm still mad about it. Hey, Kelsey, are you there? I'm still mad about this. I'm still mad about this.
Mom said it was your dad asking her.
Oh. Yeah, I'm still mad about it.
Can we get a turn from the back of the room?
What?
I don't know if they mean you turn or see the room.
Do they want to just see the? I mean, I guess we could like and show just the room.
And normally they don't want to see anything else in the room.
Let's see here. This is kind of the edge of it. So the swords, wife, helmets, that's skull, armor, YouTube plaque. Oh, this is very strange. There, YouTube plaque, more pole arms, my musket, my brass, my memorial brass there, my library of HEMA books, manuscript prints, my medals, my assorted swords. There are so many more swords than are on. This is like the nice presentation swords, and then these are these are just the pile. The pile over here. And then there's my new Burgonet. And then a bunch of pole arms. And then this is sort of our international display.
This is my only part of the room.
Yeah, this is my wife's section. This is her international display.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I mean, though your whatchamacallsums are really good.
Whatchamacallsums?
I can't remember the name of it. These.
Oh, those are from Dad. I don't know. They're like cotton kind of presses.
Yeah. Then you got the Tachi and the Uchikatana are over here because international exhibit section of the wall.
I think that's it for the historical side of things. Then it's just
I don't know, it's like a
house.
globe, I guess.
The globe next to dog treats, and then just house. And your other helmet's sitting over there for some reason. Yeah, that's it.
You own Stormtrooper armor and cannot sit down in it. Can you? I need to do a video on that actually. So not really. No, I can't. Stormtrooper armor is very poorly designed from an anatomical perspective. They don't work right. What's my go-to character? Probably Warden. Well, it was Warden, and then it was Lawbringer, and then Jing Jun really clicked for me from a gameplay perspective. Did I get a splinter from my sword? What? You getting about?
I don't know, just all these weapons, you get a splinter from a wooden sword.
Would I put your? Would I put my munition half-light at Picoline? Would I put it there? I mean, I suppose if I went, I'd probably wear it. So I guess if I was wearing it at Picoline, then I would put it at Picoline. I suppose.
Someone's here from Brazil.
Oh, hello. How effective was Knight's armor at stopping flintlocks? So that is sort of a fun question because flintlock and knight armor miss. Historically speaking, they're missing each other. Flintlocks are a later development on a later firearm development. Flintlocks come later. So if you're talking about knights, you're looking at like if we were talking about like your classic knight, the firearm they would have encountered would have been a matchlock, or not even a matchlock, just a handgun, which doesn't really help. I realize handgun. How to phrase this?
Said, sorry, I meant would you wear it at?
Yeah, I would wear it. Yeah, if I. Okay, this is my handgun. I need like a bit of match. That's gonna be my match.
I think I was spinning in a circle.
I was looking for this. Okay, so quick primer on medieval firearms. When we're talking about medieval firearms, which should really be in D&D, by the way, I'm just saying they existed. D&D and guns, it's like a whole.
You looked at me like I'm the one who made the decision.
Yeah, so D&D, like, shoot, if you have alchemy, you should have guns. I'm just saying. Anyways, so the idea here with medieval firearms is you basically have a stick with a barrel on the end. You put your powder in the barrel. You put your shot in the barrel. Boom, boom, boom. Then you lift it up to your shoulder. You get your little bit of match. You sight it, and then you go bang, and then it shoots. So you put the lit match into the touch hole. Boom goes the stick. Boom stick. So that's the kind of firearm that medieval knights would have had to deal with. And against that early firearm, they do okay. It's going to depend where it hits. But you could have a reasonable expectation that you could take that shot and walk off onto your armor and be okay.
You should be showing a wider angle than your screen is.
I wonder if that's.
I'm more on screen on YouTube than I am on your phone.
That's probably the fact that I think my phone's taller. Like, what's showing?
I was trying to like be more or less at frame. I thought I was.
What sword do I think would be able to go toe to toe with Zweihan Mountain without some backstory? I mean, any sword could go toe to toe. I do have a splinter. Any sword could go toe to toe with a Zweihander. It's just the level of difficulty in doing so increases. But you could fight one with any sword. It's doable, just not necessarily advisable. Kind of weasel my way on my sleeves here. This is fine. I was, yes, so the stream just started because I was stuck in I was wearing my munitions plate. And we would have recorded some footage, but she had to run errands. So we kind of forgot the part where I can't get out of the armor by myself.
I just left you.
You did just leave. Yeah, you left me. You left me high and dry, or I guess hot and wet. Wait.
I'm going with that one. No, you can't backtrack.
No, wait. I take it back. I'm trying to clip I'm trying to like shed some layers. Oh,
I like how Rosie has decided she needs to be at your feet.
she has. Sweaty leather. Here you go, Rose.
A blanket.
There you go. Have some cow skin. That looks good on her. She looks good in.
Really does.
Yeah.
Oh, we can just have a tiny little dog size.
Oh, thanks, Michael. Are there any examples of armor? Are there design? Yes, yes. So, I mean, for one, there's a gambeson. You know, a gambeson is just a really, really, really thick coat. So you can throw that on by yourself, no problem. There are front-closing forms of brigandine that you can put on. So it goes on like a vest. And a brigandine's basically a vest with a bunch of small plates sort of overlapping each other through the vest. So you would just put on this metal vest, and then it would have a safety overlap, and then you would just, I'm hitting the mic. It has an overlap so that the plates, you don't have a gap, but the plates overlap, and then you just buckle it closed, and you just have buckles. So you can put that on by yourself too. And of course, there are ways to put on breastplates by yourself. The breastplate really generally needs to be sort of optimized for it, but it can be done.
So you have a contagious dad smile.
I have a contagious dad. I am a dad, so that makes sense. Yeah. A dad smile. That's.
You work on your dad jokes. You've been slacking lately.
Oh no. Because I make the dad jokes at the kid.
That's true.
And when I'm doing that, I'm pretty good at it. And now I can do my whole
No, he has a drop on jaw.
Well,
York doesn't have a jaw.
That's poor York.
Is that armor behind you really real or just decorative?
Yeah, it's real. It's not great armor, but it is real armor. It'll save you from a sword. The dog is making it very hard to read the chat. The top. Okay, someone keeps asking about the top helm. I assume they're talking about the great helm, the flat top. Yeah, and I assume they're talking about this. This great helm here. This is. I have to preface. This is a cheap great helm. Don't take her to like get much of a historical anything out of this. But here, you wanted to see it, so.
Yeah, that's since college.
Yeah, I've had this since
that was in your room.
This was my first armor purchase. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I bought this on like Amazon when I was in college. It's
a core memory.
Yeah, I remember. I took a picture of it. It was sitting on top of a bunch of little Caesar's pizza boxes.
that's actually very accurate of you in college.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I just set it on a bunch of pizza boxes and I took a picture of it. What happened to the right eye slit? That's a great question. I threw a sword at it.
I mean, it's not like he's wasting his own money.
I have a video. Yeah, there's a video of it somewhere on this channel. I was trying to demonstrate how to do a sword throw. So I threw it. So I needed something to throw a sword at. So I put it on a stand and I threw a sword at it. And yeah, that's what I did to it. Happy 4th of July. I have a ow, that's my toe.
Hi, doggy.
The dog is laying her head on my toe, but she's squishing my big toe.
I mean, you could just move your foot,
No,
but you disturb the dog. After this.
I've been chosen. That really hurts. Why is it? Is it her collar? I think she's laying her like the buckle. I think it's like the D buckle of
Can you
her.
help with your shirt?
No, it's just trying to do that through the pain. Man, what if I just like? I just need you to move the.
I wonder why she
There.
does everything that she wants around you because you will not disturb her at all.
There. We're safe.
Hi, Rosie. You comfy?
Oh no! Look what you've done.
Oh, she's gonna take off her jacket.
She was so comfy, and you made her get up. Where was I going? I was.
You were talking about college, and then you were unbuckling the sleeve.
There was something I was trying to show. And
You were talking about the great helm.
Great helm.
That's what started the college conversation.
I wonder if I can. Oh. Yes. Yes. That's the wrong one. Okay, good enough. Whatever. Rosie, come here.
Someone wants to know if you have the YouTube live stream staff.
Staff? No. Look at this jockey. She's armored. Armored dog.
Do you remember what kind of dog she is? Someone asked.
Pit bull / English bull? No.
I was about to say English. What?
No.
American Staffordshire Bulldog and Basset Hound.
No pit?
American Staffordshire is one of like the 7 breeds that people call pit bulls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's not an American pit bull.
She got the armor on. She got the armor.
Everyone's going dog. Oh my god, dog.
Battle dog.
What do you think, Rose? Are you ready to go in battle? Yeah.
Like I need to give her like
you could get her like if you go running through the backyard, I feel like you can get a video of her like running with you.
Need to like
in male.
Give her a little.
Aww.
I don't think she's gonna like this very much, but we'll see how long she tolerates it. There, now she's got a little scabbard. Now she's ready for this one.
Yeah,
this isn't sharp, by the way. This isn't sharp. Just making that clear. That's just a like it's not even like barely sharp. It is blunt.
She cannot hurt herself
Yeah.
in any way.
Yeah, she's.
What is Daddy doing to you?
Look at you! Look at this battle dog. She's got her sword. Rosie, can you sit? Wait. Oh, here, I'll just take the.
Yeah, that's probably easier.
Wait. Look at the battle dog. With her sword. You would look adorable at a Ren Fair, wouldn't you? Only we could. Oh, we should. Maybe at the Wilson Ren Fair, we could bring her, armor her up.
I don't know. I feel like they only do service animals, and I'm not about to just put her in a.
Yeah, that's fair.
In a thing.
You're being so good.
I'm just faster though. Armored duck.
You get a yummy for that. Yes, you do. Good job. Yeah, let me get.
An American Staffordshire. It's a little different than pit bull, but people think she's a pit bull.
I don't think she likes the
Needs a custom helmet, squire for the night. Her name is Rosie. She doesn't have any idea what's going on. How old's your little war veteran?
Yeah.
And she does have the gray.
Yeah. Here you go, Rose.
She's having Vietnam flashbacks right now. Do I work with Hooters? No. It's supposed to be Coca-Cola. It's a little off-brand thing.
It's the short, yeah, the orange is
Hey,
definitely giving
I
it away.
could see why, but no. You don't want me working.
Oh, crossbows. That's it.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm okay. Maybe. No, I got it. I did it.
Okay.
This is the only crossbow I have. Got this at a Christmas mart.
Hey, the German Christmas market.
Yeah,
Sharp.
I got this at the German Christmas mart. This thing's awesome though.
I'm trying to think of something you can shoot at without hurting anything.
The other fun part is that this is like a lot of when you get a toy bow, usually it's the bowstring that's elastic, and the bow is just decorative. No, this is a real bow. Look at that. The poundage is like pitiful, but this is a real crossbow. It's just a real.
If you like shot it into that corner, I feel like it'll just kind of land somewhere. Okay. What have I done?
I'm gonna aim for like the
Like
box.
the
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
that's not what I thought it was gonna do. Hold on.
It kind of flopped.
It didn't go nearly as far as I thought, and then it just ricocheted.
Mm.
It's fine.
I'm gonna shoot again. You want to shoot?
No, I'm good.
Oh. Yeah, this is a fun toy right here.
And
I've
those shorts are
when COVID hit, I used this to launch candy to trick or treaters. So I was like up on the deck or on the front porch, and I just had a bunch of candy, and I had the crossbow. And I put the candy in the crossbow, and I'd just be like, "There you go."
Okay, I'm not going to get that one. Here's the first one.
Wow, wow. For general use, would I prefer a crossbow or a bow? I mean, me personally, I'd probably take the. I'm out of practice with my bow. I have a bow, but I'm out of practice. I'd probably take the crossbow.
Oh, good night from Australia.
Oh, hello from the U.S. What candy shot best? Ooh, I want to say it was little. We had like little like single serving Snickers like squares. I remember those going pretty well. Those shot well. I do compete. Yeah, I could do that now. I do. Oh, a Todd crossbow would be great. Why are there no manuscript? The mace is, if you know how to use a sword, you know how to use a mace, is kind of the idea. If you learn how to fight with something in one hand, you can now fight with a mace.
I'm just watching you. Hello. I love you.
I love you too. I like the new DLC a lot, actually. Why every country or nation have their own unique sword? Because people are creative, I guess. I don't have a harquebus. I have a 1717 French infantry musket. My 1717. I should probably take that down to oil too, honestly. I don't know if I'd get nasty grammed on YouTube for showing it though. Like if I actually like, had it in hand, I think I'd get in trouble.
Oh, you'll like this question. What is your favorite Gundam?
The RX-79G Ground Gundam.
I didn't want you to miss that one.
Yeah.
Someone says you look like Small Ant.
I don't know who that is. I do play Hellish Court. It's fun. I like it. I'm not good at Total War. I've played Total War before. I have no idea how to, like, I'm not good at it. Thank you, Marlos. Does the Morningstar have any benefits over a mace? Very prickly. I'd try if you're able to like hit squishy bits with that. Oh, geez, that'd be bad. But also, I feel like that would like with a mace. With a mace, you can like whack it into something, and then you'll just kind of like you'll either like keep going or you'll like kind of like rebound off, and you can come back. If you do a Morningstar and you'll get like penetration from the spikes, but then you're just kind of stuck, and you have to like pull it out. Mace is
I'm fine. I'm
just flicking.
used to being in the line.
I have heard that Harry Potter line before, yes. What was my first HEMA tournament like? That was the DC HEMA Open. I got through my pools. So my first tournament, I managed to get out of pools. And then my first elimination match was against the gold medalist, or the silver medalist. Yeah, it was the silver medalist. So then that was it. I went all the way.
You made it out of pools.
I made it out of the pools, yes. I went all the way to DC to compete in my first tournament. Got out of pools. Immediately lost to the silver medalist. It happens.
Someone wants to know, what are you known for? They're new here.
What am I known for? What am I known for? My upbeat attitude.
Swords, Star Wars, and cake.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's.
Yeah. It's the tournament gets, last I checked, it gets held at the Gaylord, I think. I don't know if they're still doing it there. I think last year they changed locations. But every year before that, it was at the Gaylord Resort. I want to go back to the Gaylord. It was nice.
You been back to DC since then? You don't really compete in DC.
No, I was thinking about going this.
Then.
I was thinking about going this year, but it was like right next to the con.
Which con?
The Animate.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to go. It was too close. Oh, my Highlander stance. Yeah. I have not played King Strife. Yeah, Gaylord. Har. I am free now. It's true. Part of the reason why I'm still on live is that I'm putting off oiling my armor.
We have nothing to do for dinner.
We have Doctor Who to watch.
Yeah.
And lunch. I'm hungry.
It is after 1 o'clock.
I do have a katana, yes. Any plans for a beard?
In his head.
In my dreams. In my dreams. I always said I'd start growing a beard once I started going gray, like really gray. It's like a transitional state. Like I've got some grays now, but once I start like really going gray, I'll try for the beard.
I like when people like gray in patterns, like they have like the 2 stripes, or they have like patterns to gray.
I do play Warframe. It's fun. It's very over the top. I wouldn't look too deep into it as far as using it as basis for any sort of realism. Ugh. Kendo's cool. I had an interest in doing Kendo, but I ended up over here. How much advantage would height have? A lot. Being tall is very helpful. Generally, when you're taller, you have more reach. More reach means that you can hit them before they can hit you. That's a big advantage. It also means if there's it also means that if there's a height difference.
You need me to stand or like?
like defend.
What are we doing?
Like, yeah. So like
Oh.
like if we're the same height and we're trying to like hit each other, or whatever, right? Like this we neutral out. If I am taller, yeah.
Yep. That's how most sparring matches end for me. Is I get hit on top of the head.
Yeah, so a height advantage gives you the opportunity to get those wrap shots over the top of their defense. If they have to like, they can't just defend, they have to like defend, right? And then they're having to like really get up high to be able to cover that line, which just means that they're more exposed down below. What we try to do is to make our defenses as tight as we can so that we are less caught out by somebody switching under. But when you have a severe height difference, you can't just do the tight defense. You have to come up and get that strong posture to keep them from wrapping over the top, which is great for them because they'll just go, okay, and then they come under. So it's a bad situation to find yourself in. But there are advantages to being short, too, shorter at least, in that.
I can do the under the arm one where I just let go of my sword and just run.
Yeah, generally speaking, if your shoulders are lower than their shoulders, you have a lot of sort of like rising low shots that are open to you that they have a hard time closing down. So that's the flip, is that when the shorter person has better access to rising shots, and the taller person has better access to descending shots. And in both cases, you're well suited to kind of like sneaking around their guard with the height mismatch.
Do you have anything from Russia or Poland?
I think that sword's made in Poland.
Well, I want to say we've gotten something from Poland, but that doesn't mean the weapon itself is from Poland.
My spouse is Polish. I don't know if I have any weapons from Poland. I have HEMA gear from Poland.
Is it historical to Poland, or was the manufacturer just?
No, it's just Spez is Polish.
Yeah. I don't know if I think I would imagine they mean historically for Russia or Poland.
Where's Virginia located? Virginia in Poland?
I hope that was a rhetorical question because I don't know.
You have a phone.
I do have a phone.
That was worth a Google.
All right, hold on. Was it Virginia?
Virginia. Where's Virginia located? Hey, we have someone from Poland in the stream.
Hey. Hungary.
Hungary. But yeah, Spez is Polish. George Silver's Paradoxes of Defense reads like a really angry comment section. It reads like a Reddit post. George Silver's Paradoxes of Defense reads like an angry Reddit post. You know, like the ones that are like TLDR that are just a long rant. That's Paradoxes of Defense. Armor oil. I don't want to oil it. I have played God of War. That looks like a boxer. Huh. My favorite sword based on appearance. One that I don't have yet. But I will.
Still in the making.
It's still in the making. I don't have it yet.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I want it. I don't have it yet. It's
Any Asian weapons?
I've got a Tachi. Yeah, I've got a Tachi and a Uchikatana. The dream sword I want is this, but in two hands. Two-handed this, basically. It's going to be like this. It's going to have like hand guards. It's going to have the finger rings, but it's going to be a two-handed sword. It's going to be great. Very excited. And that's almost an hour and a half. So that's probably about where we're going to wrap it up. I am probably not going across the pond to fight in tournaments. I don't really care about competition that much.
Find Piotr wherever he went. Just follow him.
I'm not a big competition guy. I compete, but it's not really. I would sooner go abroad to visit museums. That's like if I was traveling, I'd be going to museums. That's the main reason I would go, or to like maybe do some like workshops or something. But I'm not hauling my butt all the way across, like the DC thing again, right? I'm not hauling my butt all the way to Europe to fight in the pools and then have the bum luck of fighting like one elimination match. I'm not doing that. No, that's too much money.
Who would win, you or Cell Sword Arts?
I have no idea. You never know.
I mean, that'd be a fun fight, though. I feel like.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
That would be really
The logistics are just he's heading down to Texas, so we are getting further and further apart geographically speaking.
That's like a third or fourth person from Brazil.
Wow.
Bom dia. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. So University of two-handed. So I at least have I have a two-handed sword here that has more than just a cross guard for you. Ugh. Oy. Oops. That's fine. It's a very cluttered table. It's a very cluttered table. There you go. There's another person from Brazil? Oh my goodness. Why?
There's a lot of people from Brazil. My family's from Berlin. I'm not, but
Yeah, you're like first generation.
I'm first generation American, but yeah, family's from Berlin. Someone has been asking a lot about the Elden Ring Milady.
I have a whole video on Milady. What's the Elden Ring Milady based on? It feels like a weird hybrid of European, like a longsword and a jian. I don't know the correct pronunciation. A Chinese straight sword. It feels like a hybrid of the two, which I think is very interesting.
What is the name of that sword?
What sword?
I'm guessing the one you were just.
The Montante. I've ridden a horse, but did we wear power rings when we got married? No.
Yeah,
No.
we had a lot of nerdy things.
Yeah, we had a lot of nerdy things, but we were not so nerdy as to have power rings.
We got a Disney R2D2 though. Like that's particularly nerdy.
So Disney R2, what she means by that is we have at our wedding. My shirt is now like too open. I'm losing my mic. At our wedding, we had a life-sized R2D2, which was a retired Disney World Magic Kingdom. I think it was Magic Kingdom. Yes, it was a retired Magic Kingdom traveling R2. So yeah, we just had that connections. It's not ours. We were borrowing it, but it's fun too. Like being in Star Wars clubs, like the 501st and the Rebel Legion, the Mando Mercs. It puts you in this social network that's so cool. Because you can just be like, hey, I'm having a wedding. And someone goes, hey, I know a guy who has a full-size R2D2. You've never met him, but he's certainly, like, you're in the 501st, I'll loan it to you. And so I text the guy, I'm like, hey, a little birdie told me you would loan a R2D2 for our wedding. He's like, yeah, sure, come pick it up. I'm like, the first time ever meeting that we have never spoken before, ever.
We've spoken since?
No, not since. We haven't spoken since either. Yeah, just out of the blue, he's just like, yeah, sure. You can borrow this like $1,000 R2D2, probably more than that, honestly. Probably like
it has to be.
It's probably like $3,000 R2D2. You can just borrow it, sure. Just bring it back after the wedding. I was like, okay. So, yeah. No, that is not my sister. That is my wife. Did you see the dark hair?
It's just the dark hair.
Did you see the dark hair? Here, like.
I mean, the skin tones are not the same. Again, half Brazilian, white, something. Also European.
The curly, straight.
I mean, I can see the curly. I think they just see dark hair and dark eyes and like roughly the same skin tone.
Yeah.
So I can.
What's the favorite sword that I own?
You say hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian. This one. This is painful on the wrist. Let's not do that. This is my favorite sword that I currently own. It is not sharp, by the way. Ooh. Oh boy, chat moved fast. That is technically a Montante, but yeah, you can call it a Zweihander. Yes, I was really stuck in armor. I was indeed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, that one. That's not the broken one. This is the one I fixed the handle on. This is my longsword. You can see where I repaired it. You can already see where it's starting to kind of blend back in with the other one. It's not nearly as distinct as it was before.
Someone was asking, they've asked a couple times, what era are you going for? Also, can you explain the axe thing in that wood board on your right? That's what I'm not.
The axe thing on the wood board.
That's like our right. I don't
The
know.
axe.
Axe thing on the wood.
The time period's 1560s. 1560s. I've lost most of the outfit at this point. I've shed a lot of it. The
They've asked that a few times. So
was it this?
look up. Oh,
That's a poleaxe
thank you, Rosie.
and a halberd and a spear.
And where's Bill Hooks over here?
Bill hook's all the way over there. Oh
Whose
yeah,
name is better, Andrew or Mr. Pointy?
Mr. Pointy. My poor Siggy, indeed. I don't have a pike. The longest thing I have is my bill hook. Oh, whatever you need to do to justify it. Millennial couples be like, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, we're not going to be able to retire, so we might as well enjoy our money. So
I might be able to retire. What are you talking about? I have a
I
pension.
mean, we already own a house, which is pretty good.
We own a house, and I have a pension, so. You have a pension too, don't you?
Do I?
I think you have a pension.
I have something for retirement.
Don't you have you have a pension? Look, we have pensions. My old era clothes were handmade. I have friends that do reenactment. I managed to persuade them to make me stuff. What is the thing above the painting on the left? The thing above the. Is the pole arms again? Are we asking about the pole arms? I mean, it's pole arms.
Yeah, so from their perspective, it's this painting that's on the left side of the screen.
Yeah. It looks well. Oh, it was my first sword. Where'd I put it?
Oh, someone said happy pride.
Oh, happy pride.
It's a little late, but happy pride.
Happy belated pride. Yeah, this is my first sword. It used to be a lot bigger. Oh, a lot smaller, yes.
Well, someone said, I guess I'm here after your wife is home, huh? Yeah, I freed him.
Oh, now I want to find out.
How long ago did you start collecting weapons and armor?
When I turned. When I turned 18. All right, here's the fun part. This is a dagger. It's longer. The dagger is longer. Even if I give advantage to the sword with how I measure these, it's still longer. Look at that. This is a big dagger. This is a right proper fighting knife right here. Right? This one's weird. It has the handle shape is very strange. Because it feels the shape of the handle is kind of like long ways this way, so it feels like you should hold it like this. But if you hold it like that, look at where the edge is. Over there. You're holding it flatwise. So what I'm trying to figure out is the intention that you're supposed to hold it flatwise? And I mean, it's a thrusting dagger, so you're not really expected to be cutting with it anyways. So is the expectation that you should be holding it flat forward, or are you supposed to be holding it weird wise with the long ways out, and just holding it funky like that? Because that feels weird. It's very strange.
I
Hold
think
it,
so.
hold it like that.
Someone said big ass butter knife.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
you got the flat parts, yeah.
yeah. You could butter knife with that.
If you move, you're gay. Oh no, don't move.
Oh no.
Hector, I'm already home. Sweetie.
What?
They mentioned how long till she comes home.
Do they?
Hector, wait, sweetie.
Do you see me? And do you see the wife? And do you see me in armor? I am no longer in armor, and there is now a woman behind me. I want a drink. What's going on with the chat? I'm over here now.
We're talking about how you're obviously not stuck in armor. I'm gonna go get a drink.
What?
Your mustache is inspirational.
Oh, thank you.
Is gun Jesus. Could you be armor Jesus? I don't know who that other person is.
I don't think I qualify as armor Jesus.
Helen, and I don't think that's
No, I know who they're talking about. Also, I don't know if they can hear you. They can hear me.
you got muscles.
I got muscles.
Favorite weapon? Does the helmet on the cabinet fit?
Yeah.
They all fit. Who's on TV? I don't want to see him stuck in armor. I came home, I left him because I had to bring our daughter somewhere. He came home and he was like, "Yes, I'm free now." I was like, "What do you mean?" I didn't know he was stuck. I didn't think about it. I don't do armored combat. I barely do sparring. What's happening? Favorite piece you own? Someone has asked, or it might be different people, your favorite Souls game.
Dark Souls 1.
Is the reason of the title is because you can't take off the armor yourself?
Yes.
You were trapped.
I have played The Witcher 3.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Dark Plagueis the Rise?
A few times.
I don't like that. I can't translate comments.
Favorite Burst and Dirkshire.
Just had a stroke. You sound like Swedish Chef. Weird.
Gwyn. Plin Plin Plon. Very sad. It's entirely for the song. Plin Plin Plon.
Did you originally get the armor on by yourself?
No, she put the armor on me and then she left and I was still in the armor.
But who's on the painting behind you?
Some guy.
You would do that.
Some guy.
Kingdom Come with Deliverance.
It was from some sort of chronicle. Hey. Don't get that. It was from some sort of chronicle. I don't know. The whole thing was in German, and I'm not fluent in medieval German, so I don't actually know who it is.
That segues nicely. Do you speak any languages other than English?
Not well.
What are y'all's favorite cheese?
Why she build like a Greek goddess?
That's his favorite analogy.
Oh.
Thank you for that. I'm going to ignore you though. Oh, not that on the left wall. So this one then is what they were asking about.
I don't know who that is.
Oh geez. What's this said? I hate you. Would you rather fight armored in 100-degree heat or sub-zero temps?
Oh.
Neither sounds nice. Oh my god.
Sub-Zero. Jeez. Sub-Zero what?
It'd be like to build a fire. Do you have plans to shave the mustache?
Not at the moment.
Oh, big love from Singapore.
I love Singapore. Yeah, I'm trying. I've worn armor in some pretty high temperatures.
I mean, you were wearing it. It was 90 when we were outside earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
So you were getting close. It wasn't full armor, but
yeah, but it's so exhausting. So I feel like in Sub-Zero, you could throw on out overlayers to really help. You know, you could put on like a Jupon or something, like really put on the layers over the armor.
Have you sparred with anyone who fought in quite niche systems? I fight in the Roman style, for example.
Niche, I don't know. Most interesting thing I ever did was fight someone who does eskrima.
That's eating something.
Cheerwine. I do play D&D a little bit, not a lot. I've done exactly one campaign.
Half a campaign, really.
Half a campaign.
We're still in the middle.
We're still in it. So my thought process is that I think in the Sub-Zero fighting context, I think you could do a pretty good job of insulating the metal. So I feel like I have more confidence in insulating the metal than I do in trying to not overheat in over 100-degree weather.
Someone says I should have come back later. Just leave you in your armor next time.
Do I consider football gears suitable for bladed combat? No. A stream of Dark Souls 3, whoa. I haven't played that in forever.
Someone's asking about the tassels on your shirt. They don't know what they do.
They tighten the sleeve.
So they might be talking about your chest or these tassels too. I don't know which ones they're talking about.
They
Sorry,
tighten.
that was the mic, wasn't it?
That was they tighten
Sorry.
they tighten the collar.
Plin plon.
Plin plin plon.
What the hell is the stream about?
This is everything. Who knows?
You ride horses.
No, I've worn them before. I've ridden a horse before, but I've no. Just no. I guess would be the easiest answer. Did I play Ocarina of Time when it was released? No, I did not get an N64 until the GameCube came out. So like I had to buy the console, or I think which one was it? I think my sister and I put money together to buy the console, and because the GameCube had just come out, the N64 was cheaper. So we ended up buying an N64 because we could afford the N64. So I've never played Ocarina on the N64. I did eventually play Ocarina on the GameCube when it was re-released. I don't do Boo-Hurt, no. I do have a halberd. Halberd. Okay, I definitely need to stop the stream at 2 hours. It's too much. Is there any advantage of steel sparring armor versus synthetic sparring armor? So that's the thing. So if you're doing synthetic, is generally going to be lighter weight than proportional steel. It's probably not going to be as durable. It's going to be cheaper. The general feeling is that if you're trying to replicate the function of armor, you should be wearing armor if you can. And if you're trying to replicate the function of fighting unarmored, then you use synthetic alternatives because they are lighter and more likely to let you fight in a way that feels less burdened. Yes, I've gotten. I did archery in college. I have a bow. I shoot sometimes. I don't really. We used to have a yard where you could shoot our bow safely. That's the one thing I miss about that house. You missed the fig tree. We can get a fig tree. Haha, you got it.
You did. But I did it on my own terms.
I see.
So.
But yeah, I miss. That's the only thing I miss about that house was the. I miss the carport. Two things I miss.
Okay, yeah, carport.
The carport was nice. We had a carport and our backyard connected to like a farm field, so we could put archery targets out and just shoot the whole length of the field. That was really nice. Now I have a neighbor Who wouldn't appreciate my arrows come flying into the backyard?
You mentioned a screama. Did you do a screama dueling?
No, I've not done a screama. I've only sparred people who do a screama.
Have you heard about guts?
I have never LARPed. I think the heaviest bow I've ever drawn was like a 60 pounder. So I'm, I don't know. I've never tried a heavier bow than that. Would plastic armor be OP in medieval times? No, I don't think so.
People are loving your cheer one.
Masculines, pronouns, fine. I did tour the room earlier, actually. Here, let's see here. Maybe this is. I'm gonna wrap this. It's almost at 2 hours of streaming. This is this is very unplanned. I was not planning this.
Were you just trapped in the armor and you were like, well, might as well stream? Is that what?
Literally, yes.
You just sat here. How long did you sit here in armor before you started the stream? Longer than you should have, probably.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What am I gonna go do? Go sit on the couch?
Are all the weapons dull?
No. Most, yes. No. Most, yeah. Maybe. Wait. I don't know. Are most of them dull? That's sharp. That's sharp. So 50-50 split on the pole arms for sharp and unsharpened. The hammers don't count. They're not even in the running because that's not fair. Sharp, 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 sharp. So 4, sharp 6, sharp 7, sharp 8, 9, and that's 9 sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. No, there's more blunt. I just started counting like down the row.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot easier because you have to be safe with sharps.
Mm-hmm.
Although now at least Sora's old enough, she won't just cut herself on a sword. But...
Well, I don't. We never really had that concern with her.
You know, she never cared enough about them. But like, if there were little kids or like Asher coming around,
My house is gonna be fun. Can you pack me the oil? Thank you.
You're finally oiling everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually oil stuff now. So if you want to keep reading questions, I'll answer them while I.
Favorite pole arm?
Oh, that's a great question. I will get to that in a minute because I'll show you.
Any advice for dyspraxic sort of people? I don't know that word.
I don't know what that word is either.
Did you find that word, please? How did you get interested in HEMA?
I always wanted to do fencing, but it was never in the cards when I was a kid. So my plan was go to college and then join the fencing club at college. Except by the time I got there, the fencing club went under. They stopped it. So I didn't have anywhere to fence. And then through word of mouth, I found out about a HEMA club in my area. And so I started to attend classes there. And then I never stopped.
2 questions I can just kind of go together. Favorite country, and are you British?
I am not British. Favorite country? America. It's the 4th of July. I feel like I'm obligated to say America. Favorite? Let's change that question.
A different country on 4th of July.
Favorite country that I've visited. Let's go with that. Because that means I don't have to pick like a that this place is better. Just which one did I enjoy the most? And that would be the one I can never remember the name of.
Do what? Montenegro?
Montenegro.
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 Beautiful.
Yes, Montenegro. I love Montenegro. I can never remember the name. Montenegro. I want to go back. Montenegro.
4th of July answer.
Yeah, if you ever get the chance, Montenegro, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, so wonderful.
What's your favorite mobile suit?
Oh, that's a new question. Mobile suit, that's not. They're not asking Gundam. They're asking mobile suit. Ooh,
Yeah, they didn't just say Gundam.
that makes it hard. The Gundam one's easy. Gundam's easy to answer. Favorite mobile suit is either the Rick Diaz or it's the Sazabi or the Landman Roadie. I like the Landman Roadie a lot. I love the Landman Roadie. You might notice a trend there with my choices. I just like the really chunky ones. I love chunky mobile suits.
Okay, hold on.
Even the Sazabi's kind of chunky. Oh, there's a little bit of rust. I am almost ready to introduce this thing. Okay, someone asked my favorite polearm. It's the bill hook. Look at that, huh?
And Aqua, thank you for trying to get people to be polite, but engagement's engagement, and I've heard all these stupid comments before. Don't worry. But thank you, Aqua.
Bill hook. Look at that. So beautiful.
People are asking, wasn't Montenegro? Montenegro is a new country, though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a new country.
So we
young.
were going. So we started in Italy. We went to Montenegro first. I think it's like the strip of land that connects Italy to Greece, or partway between, because then we went to Greece on our honeymoon and we had no idea what Montenegro was. And it was absolutely beautiful. Let's see. I'm trying to moderate it, but
bill hook. Yeah, so
I blocked a couple people.
So I find that bill hooks can either be like the most beautiful polearms or the ugliest polearms, and it just depends on the ratio. For me, a bill hook is really pretty when you have a very long spike section where it's basically just a spear with a hook. That's my favorite kind of bill hook, where the hook is there, but the cutting portion of the blade through here is fairly skinny. When they start to look more halberdy, I don't like them very much. I like halberds, I just don't like halberd-shaped bill hooks. I like the bill hook to be very sleek and elegant looking like this. This is my favorite kind of bill hook. And thus, by extension, my favorite kind of polearm.
Someone said, can you make a video about World War I swords?
I've done a video on World War I swords, actually.
Do we have World War I? Is that the one that you borrowed, or is that your World War I?
I mean, that's mine, but then I have the borrowed one.
Okay.
I can show that.
We still had it.
I need to get here. Ooh.
Oh.
Eh?
Hold on, chat was, so someone said their boyfriend thinks we're adorable, and then person jumped in, said they are the boyfriend, and she's right. I'd eat that bill hook if it made you happy. Will not be necessary.
What?
Appreciate the cuts, though.
Don't eat the bill hook.
Yes, this is his wife. With that sword, oh, geez, it keeps moving. You remind me of Alfred the Great, Saxon King. Do you have any bronze swords?
No bronze.
People are looking at your butt.
What?
What cavalry saber is better, the curved ones or the patent ones that he insisted be straight?
Depends on what you're trying to do. The debate between a straight sword and a curved sword for cavalry is as old as like swords in cavalry. There's no definitive answer. Patton felt very confident about doing a thrust-centric sword, though. He was very confident about that. But since people were asking, I have Patton's sword here. that Nate needs to get back at some point. I keep
I
telling
was
him.
gonna say, I didn't realize we still had it.
We still have it. I keep telling him, like,
We
Nate.
just have a World War One like
There.
sword
Yeah.
thrown into a thing here.
This is an original Patton saber. Patton was a big fan of the thrust. He thought the thrust was the superior way to use a cavalry sword. So the Patton saber, made for U.S. cavalry going into World War One, is a straight thrusting sword. It's basically just a sword lance. The idea being that if you have a nice long pokey stick, you can stick the guy before he can reach you with his cut, because thrusts land faster than cuts. So and then this is a smidge longer than most of the swords. So the idea is that you just set the point, you ride up to the guy, you stick him, and you've killed him before he can hit you with his sword. Is kind of the idea.
I just want to know your answer to this question: Messi or Ronaldo? Because I don't think you know either.
What?
Messi or Ronaldo?
Who?
You're just gonna make all soccer fans cry, all football fans cry. They're two football players.
I have no idea.
Someone just put a bunch of carrots.
Carrots.
Is that a Kriegsmesser behind you? Kriegsmesser
Yeah.
behind
Yes.
you?
Yes. Kriegsmesser. Somebody did a big ass $5 one.
Oh, it was a dad joke. Thank you, Greg.
Why so it's still popular? Because they're cutting edge technology. I like it.
Is it one of our like news people named Greg Fisher?
Yes. Greg Fisher is like he does the weather.
Weather?
Yeah.
That's what I keep thinking of.
Is he still doing it? He's getting
I
old.
don't know. Someone wants to know if they can have a high five. They really want to.
High
What is
five.
your favorite Soulsborne game and why?
I guess it's still Dark Souls 1. Combat system though goes to Sekiro.
Someone said, "Can you name my baby boy?"
What?
I asked.
I don't want to. That's a lot of pressure.
Do you have a John?
What?
John?
No, I don't.
Okay, but you did a video mentioning something like that.
Ish.
But you don't have one.
I don't have one now.
Are you a Capricorn? What are you? No, you're
I
an
think
Aries.
I'm an Aries. I am.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I just remember you're Aries.
I've been told I'm an Aries, and then inevitably when you get told you're an Aries, they always go, "You're such an." That makes perfect sense. You are such an Aries. I'm like, what? They always do that to you. They're like, "Oh, it makes so much sense. Yes, you would be." I'm like, "Oh, does it?" No.
Let's move in kind of quick. Favorite style halberd?
The German kind.
Most expensive sword?
This one.
Big girl.
The biggest, the big girl. I like the big sword.
Anything like a sawed-off bill hook, a shorter haft, but a fully sized blade?
That'd be interesting. I've kind of thought about it. It's like I did a video talking about, like, imagine like a bill hook on a longsword handle. That'd be cool. Do I name my swords? Not really. She does. She names them. I don't.
Well, I mean, this one's just big girl or queen.
Yeah.
Just because you at one point you said it was the queen of swords, and I was like,
Away she goes.
not every weapons issue can be solved by a sword. That's why I carry two. Thank you, Greg.
Good job,
Greg
Greg.
with the super chat.
Greg just throwing the good ones out. Malleus Martialis side sword, Chevalier 2, I do believe. This is a good sword. Look at this thing. Look at how well the ergonomics of this are made. Like, look at this little. You see this little shelf here? See how there's a shelf right there, so that when you put the finger over the top, and the thumb flips in there into that shelf right there. Look at that. That when you're holding the sword, now you've got the security, so your thumb can push on that shelf. And then look at where the pommel sits. You see the curve of that pommel doesn't the mean of my thumb. The curve of the pommel goes right into there, tucks in, at the base of at the heel of my palm. The whole sword, when held, locks in my hand right there. Look at that. Beautifully, beautifully engineered sword.
One, I'm confused because I don't know if you can see that I have a tattoo on my thigh because I didn't think it was. I just got it, so I have to put Aquaphor on it. That's why I'm wearing the short shorts. I will not do a 360. My name is Alicia. Hi.
Hi.
Sometimes I'm in the chat as Mrs. Robin Swords just to have engagement. Someone really wants to make a why the chicken cross the road joke.
You know, I have 2 mics.
Boys are always feral in the chat. I don't even need to be here. Hi. Okay, engagements.
I realized I had 2 mics. We could just both be mic'd up.
Ever think of testing weapons out of Europe, like the Nagamaki from Japan?
Oh, I'd love to get a
Oh,
Nagamaki.
do you want to talk about Japan?
I'm going to Japan next week. I don't think I'm going to have the opportunity to buy a Nagamaki while I'm there.
Yep. Yeah, so his channel is going to be, what'd you say, on hiatus for about 2 weeks because we leave on Monday.
I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks starting Monday. So don't expect, like, I have a bunch of videos. I've been kind of busy trying to queue up videos, but I'm probably not going to post them while I'm away. And instead, I'm probably going to just let the channel just idle for like 2 weeks and then use the fact that I've queued up some videos to help cover the gap when I get back. Because I don't think I'm going to be in a mood to make videos when I get back.
Doggo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's like sweat or what. She has a thing about licking like your knees and stuff. Her name is Rosie. Dog armor when? We had her in a piece of mail. In a little like mail collar, and we put a dagger on her earlier.
It wasn't sharp. The dagger was not sharp, for the record.
Can this man fight? Yes. What?
Okay.
Give the dog a sword. Dagger is the best we can do.
Fight. And my McFighty over there.
Say hi to Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Any swords? Hold on. Planning on buying soon or in the near future? You have your custom.
I have, yeah. So I don't have any stock swords on the way. I have a couple custom pieces in the works. So I've got a custom sparring longsword that I'm developing with Malleus Martialis put together. That will be coming out soon-ish. So I'm going to be getting the first version 1.0 of that custom sword design. And then following that, independently, is I have my own fully custom sword being made. That one will be not a sparring sword, but a realsies sword. There. Not single.
And someone wanted to see the pictures too.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes. Hello, Foozy. Foozy? Hello. No, that's the dog thought I was talking to her. There's no one here. Or maybe there is. I don't know. What common objects can you make weapons and armor out of, i.e. stop signs, car pieces, L-beams?
Anything with metal, I suppose.
Yeah. Opinion on Vikings. They've asked that a few times.
They're neat. Did a lot of terrible stuff, that's for sure. Other than, like what society did. Longsconnect are fun to read about, but boy, they were terrible. I love the Longsconnect drip. They were awful. Medieval and Renaissance mercenaries are just the worst. They are a real scumbag, man.
Greg Fisher again. Is there historical evidence for wearing very loose fit shirts as a method of catching arrows in the clothing? Chat is going fast.
I'm not aware. I know silk was a thing. Oh, look at that. That rust. Oh, man, that rust just rubbed right off. Oh, I love this oil. Sometimes this oil will just, a little bit of oil and a little bit of friction from the cloth, and some of that surface level rust just, poof, gone. Oh, it's so nice. Oh yeah, that's good. But yeah, I'm not aware of like wearing intentionally loose clothing. I'm not sure what that would really even do for you. But I am aware of silk being used as a way to protect against arrows. The arrow will still go through you, but the important part is that the silk
There's the oil. Ballaster oil.
is that the silk will not be penetrated. So the reason why they do this is so like rather than you get shot with an arrow and then it goes whoop through, right? It hits the silk and then it goes into the wound like that. So that when you want to extract the arrow, you just pull the silk and the arrow comes out, which is a much safer method of extraction for everybody involved.
There was another comment I wanted to. Will you play the new Blade and Sorcery VR update, or did I miss it already happening?
I have not played that yet. I will, but also I'm going to Japan. So it's going to be a minute. Now I got to oil the armor. Ugh.
Can you ruin a blade by over cleaning it?
Depending on your definition of over cleaning, I guess, yes. Just like sitting there wiping it forever with oil isn't going to do anything. But if you're sitting there trying to like grind out imperfections or something, then yeah, sure. You'll eventually remove enough material that the sword's ruined. Sure.
Ooh, favorite book.
Favorite book?
Mhm.
Oh,
Does not specify, just says book.
I don't know.
Do you have like a favorite HEMA book versus favorite? I'm guessing it's going to be a Star Wars Extended Universe book. I don't know which one. Something with Thrawn, I feel like.
No, what?
No?
No, what? No.
I don't know. You were.
I'm not a Thrawn fanboy.
Oh.
I have it was more the reason why I got excited about getting that Timothy Zahn one is like Thrawn is like old school EU. So it was just a delight to have that back. It was more about what Thrawn represented.
Okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, is that you were really excited when he was at con.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dragonlance books. Those are my favorite. I don't know. Did you read Dragonlance?
Nope.
Oh, I went through like all three trilogies.
Gosh, what is I don't know. I've never felt very strongly about books. I love reading. Yeah, like don't think that's me saying like reading, but I've never found a book series that made me go, this is my favorite thing ever.
You have to keep up for.
Yeah, like I've never had that experience with books.
And this person has asked this question a few times now. Do you own any modern blade weapons, like swords with a more contemporary tactical design?
I have the World War I sword. That's pretty modern. It's only 100 years old.
Only 100.
It's only 100 years old. Beyond that, no. I find modern tactical swords boring and ugly. Mostly ugly. Let's just say that. It's not even boring. I just think they're ugly. Because it's just all black, a black handle, black plastic handle with the black blade and the black this and the black that and the black plastic scabbard. Ugh.
Oh, does the Aegis helmet fit well on your bare head? Could you use it for cosplay? We found that out just a little while ago.
No. The answer is no.
Jesus.
Okay.
Sorry, that startled me. I forgot I had a mic on.
That swung back with a little bit too much force. Armor. It's loud and noisy, and it falls over onto things. That's fine. That's all good. I think I'm done.
Opinion on big, massive broadswords.
These do not spark joy.
They do not spark joy.
They do not spark joy. No. We'll just go with that. They do not spark joy.
Do you own a Buster Sword replica?
Haha, no.
Is that a musket? Yes.
Yes, that is a musket.
Do you have a coat of chainmail? You have a shirt.
I have a hauberk. Yeah. I mean, the shirts, you can see it. It's underneath the armor.
Robin's hiding the real lightsaber in his other room. There are so many lightsabers. You have no idea.
There's a lightsaber right there.
There's 6 inches away from me, there was a lightsaber.
Yeah. it was
There are
over
so
there.
many lightsabers because companies keep sending them to him,
Yeah.
and he keeps buying them.
I've actually
You
bought. I buy very
You know,
little.
Yeah, I think most of them you've just been sent
No, I
for
didn't
like.
buy. I've only ever bought. Wait,
Have you bought any of recently?
the Dooku saber from Disney. Oh, look, there's another lightsaber right there.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
The
Second lightsaber
Yeah,
within
the
reach.
Dooku saber from Disney's the only nice lightsaber I've ever bought.
Let's see how many lightsabers I can
Because you
find.
bought me the one on the mantle. You also bought me the double-bladed lightsaber,
I did.
and
All right,
all
so
the
there's
other
only 2.
all the other ones were given to me by companies.
I keep telling him he needs to be sponsored by like HelloFresh or something that helps with groceries
That could probably yeah.
instead of having another lightsaber, which is pretty cool.
Well,
But it's not groceries.
Oh, if they ever ask me, I'll be like, hey.
Yep.
Well, that honestly, they always do the little sponsored like section in the videos.
Oh no, he has a hacksmith. The box is right over here. We just don't know how to fill it up with butane. I asked him if our home insurance covers fire.
We
have
know
hacksmith.
how to fill it up. We can't find.
Yeah, we do know how to fill it up, but the butane that we bought, the end of it doesn't fit correctly onto the hacksmith saber.
And I have not been, and you can't ship butane because kaboom. So I haven't been able to find compatible butane for it.
Yeah, so we do have it. I can see hacksmith. Corner of my
Where
eye.
is that sitting?
It's over there.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Somewhere.
not getting that out. It's buried.
Ooh.
Okay, almost done. I figured I might as well just keep the stream going while I'm puttering about.
While you're puttering about, do you have any blades with nice engraving?
No,
Beautiful.
I don't. I don't really go for engravings. Engravings have no tactile advantage whatsoever. That's a reference for anybody.
This is our house.
But no, I don't really go for engravings. They don't interest me. I prefer, much like with armor, I prefer the form to be what's beautiful. The shape. So I find that lots of engravings just sort of distract from the form factor.
People like your Metal Gear reference.
Ah, good. What do you think? I feel like this is a look.
I'm just here. I am on Twitter.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the chat because I don't remember on what platforms I'm.
You'll agree that this is the look, right?
Oh my god, I can't type because I can't see nothing. Ah, okay, that's not sitting well on my head anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, so I put it in the chat. On some platforms, I'm Mrs. Robin Swords. I think TikTok and YouTube, I'm Mrs. Robin Swords. And then Twitter and Instagram, I'm Moreira Mayo. Moreira is not my name anymore, but
Formerly.
I kept it as a middle name. I wasn't giving it up.
Formerly.
Let's see. Recommend a first sword for a beginner. They've asked that a few times.
We have it.
It is a good
Why don't you
first
introduce
sword.
it? Yours.
So this is a Regenier short. I got the shorty because I am 5'5", and so it was recommended for people 5'6".
Honestly, I would recommend it for anybody who's under 6 feet.
Under 6 foot? Okay.
That's what I'd recommend.
Yeah. So this is a Regenier shorty. Fantastic. I named her Persida because I'm the only one who names swords. It's easy. It's light. It whips really nicely. And you don't feel too bad price-wise if you start dinging it up immediately. I think I got it for $325. I think I paid $325 plus shipping, of course. Or the Regenier standard. I guess if you're over 6 foot for his recommendation.
I am 5'11". So the shorty on me comes to right about like right at my like solar plexus.
Do the swords rust?
Yes. Yes, that's what I've been doing for the past. Oh, geez, like 20 minutes. Have I really been sitting here oiling swords for 20 minutes?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, recommend a solution for glasses while wearing a helmet. You have a lot of.
I take mine off. I fight half blind. Yeah, there you go. That's always the one that makes people go like, huh? I just fight without my glasses.
Can you imagine fighting against him and he has 20/20 vision?
Yeah, I fight without 20/20 vision. Yeah.
Opinion on mind goblins. That's come up a lot. This person
Mind
really wants to know.
goblins?
Mind goblins.
I have no idea what that is.
I think do you own a Naginata?
No, I would love to.
Do Oktoberfest events. Call you guys to. Oh wait, you moved to rent your collection. You know that would be
No. This is
spear or halberd.
This is the best sword I ever won. I won this sword.
I remember that.
I won this. Yeah. It was a cheaters tournament. The premise was that they would set rules and you had to cheat as best you could.
So the mind goblins was a D's nuts joke. It caught me off guard.
Oh,
I thought we were like, someone give me a your mama joke. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Yes, I do have thunder thighs. Thank you. That was a good. I hadn't heard that one before. That one got me off guard.
Cheaters tournament is hilarious. You just have to think of like creative ways to cheat.
Beginner saber.
Beginner saber. This is
That's funny.
A good beginner saber is the S2 from Krieger Historical. This is the S2. They're up to like the S6 now or whatever. The S6 is really good, but it's more expensive. It's more of a high performance thing. This is the S2. It's a really good economy saber.
Someone said they'd like to hear more about the Cheaters tournament. And do you have a katana?
I do have a katana. I don't feel like there's all that much more to say about the Cheaters tournament. The rules also, the way it worked was that the combatants would get different rules. So you would be like, the idea was kind of like how to game the system. And you would both be operating under different rule sets. So things that count for points or points against you or illegal moves for one person were not necessarily the same as the other person. And so you're trying to figure out how to play your rule set against their rule set and come out on top. It was very fun. Oh, this probably needs to get my leather jerkin over here. It needs to be moisturized.
We did put it on the dog for a bit as well.
See, we just gotta look like the real bad boy over here with your like biker cut.
We just
Get your biker cut. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You just keep adding accessories to me that
I
have.
just keep accessorizing.
Oh no,
them.
I don't want to get the aquaphor on your leather. I mean, it is hydrating, but let's not.
I don't know. It's good for your skin. That skin should be fine.
You just reminded me that I'm wearing skin, and I don't like that. Oh, geez.
You want me to take the skin off now?
Yeah.
Or stop calling it skin?
Yeah, at
The
least
leather.
stop calling it skin.
The
Yes,
leather.
please. The leather.
Put it back on the dog.
All right.
Give her blanket.
Yeah. Dog's just chilling in the middle.
There you go.
Being a good girl.
There you go. It's always kind of funny that people will use like skin, like wearing skin as like a horror element in like character designs. Like the Godskin duo in Elden Ring, where they have the skin of like the divine and stuff stitched on, and it's like, oh, we're so grossed out by that, but then you're fighting them wearing like a leather armor, and it's like, bruh, you're wearing nothing but
Yeah.
skin.
I think it just depends where the skin came from
Yeah.
and how the skin has been prepared.
Yeah,
Like-
is it just
Oh
blank?
no,
or is
that
there
just
the
turns into
face?
Hannibal Lecter. Yeah.
Is there a
Never
face on
mind.
it? The moment there's a face, people get weirded out, man.
What's your opinion on show tells?
They're
Or do you
cool.
own one?
I've
asked that a few
I've sparred with one. I don't own any. They're cool.
Someone said, was doom scrolling through shorts. I heard the skin remark and decided I should probably stop scrolling and go outside. Go touch grass.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, that's
Just remember, you're always wearing skin.
always.
Touche. Least favorite medieval or Renaissance armor?
Head to toe male. I think it's just boring looking.
Will you collab with other sword or medieval creators, i.e., sell sword arts? I don't know what just happened there. Dequitum?
Sure. If the opportunity arises.
Have you watched Shogun?
Yeah, that was good. I like
That was really good.
You need to wrap the stream up here.
Yeah, you said that almost an hour
Well, I was
ago.
cleaning.
I know. You were like, I need to go get lunch at like
I
1:20.
was cleaning. The cleaning is done. Hence why I'm now saying we need to wrap the
Oh.
stream up. So let's do a let's say last call for questions.
So someone did say, can I see a weapon up close? Was it the one in the brown hilt? Was it you that asked that earlier?
Well, this one I forgot to oil, so we'll do this one. I meant to oil this one. I forgot to. This is my Freed's Misser. Very shiny. Look at that. Oh, pretty. Put the little hand protection there. Keep your knuckle safe.
Oh, would you be interested in being a sword and armor consultant for a show or movie? Mine in particular.
That'd be fun. Be fun. Yeah, it's one of those. Was like I always thought like
okay.
consulting would be really cool, but I just don't know if I have time.
Smo K2, I put it in the chat. Look for Mrs. Robin swords. Oldest era sword you own?
Era. I don't know.
Do you own a Bardiche?
I do not own a Bardiche, no.
Bardiche.
Oldest
Said it looks
era.
very nice. Where is the one set of armor on the stand from? Is it thick enough for steel sparring or just cosplay? And any opinions on Ensifer trainers? That was all in one comment.
Ensifer is okay.
What motivated you to start training? Oh, were you still on that one?
The armor is not like rated for Buhart level sparring. There we go. The armor is not rated for Buhart level sparring, but you can use it for harness fighting, except for the helmet. That helmet is just kind of a display piece. It's like 18 gauge steel. The one that I actually wear is back there. So I have this one's prettier because it's pretty. The one that I actually spar in has a perf plate installed in it, so it's just kind of ugly by comparison. So I put the nice display helmet on the armor stand, and then because you can see here I got these ties. So these tie to the gorget on the closed sallet, but it doesn't, because of how it interacts with the armor stand. It looks really bad when I try to put it on there, because I don't know if you can tell, the armor on the stand, the breastplate kind of tilts forward. It doesn't, because it's just a stand, it doesn't fill it out like a body does. So this whole thing kind of cants forward on the armor stand, and because the closed sallet affixes to the breastplate, it means that if I put the closed sallet on while it's on the armor stand, the whole head is like tilted forward over here, and it looks really bad. So I switch the helmets out when I put them on the stand. I'm gonna wash my hands again.
All right. Oh God, y'all came through the comments. Oh my God. Yeah, Volt Chip username does check out. I realized I should not have given out my Instagram because I see all the notifications coming in.
Oh,
Just
no.
don't be weird, y'all. Please. Don't be weird. I don't do content. You're gonna see pictures of my dog or my tattoo or something like that.
I was thinking, so where I got distracted thinking about the HelloFresh thing,
Yeah.
You know how they
Even though we
always,
do dinnerly.
how they always, or dinner, yeah, you know how
Yeah.
they always do the little like they have to do the little selling segment thing. But it's like, what if it's just you? You know,
Huh?
it's like if we're doing like if we did like a hypothetical, we got sponsored by HelloFresh or whatever, it's just like you. You're like, now it's Mrs. Robinson's, blah 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 blah. And your little cameo. You're like, hey.
Can I not have a cameo that revolves around
That's a good
being in the
point.
kitchen?
That's a good point. Never
That
mind.
might.
Good point.
I mean,
Oh, my shoes.
I don't know, maybe.
Point made. Recognized.
We're doing good.
One of my favorite
oh,
things
Jesus.
with when I'm reading through like old German like city records, there's this thing that they do with the wordage, which I always find delightful, is when somebody makes a petition for something, it'll always just kind of be like recognized, and then they'll go blah 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 blah. It's something about the format of it. You're just like recognized, and then but also denied.
Some of the, and I'm sorry, like a lot of you guys have come through with questions, and I'm just kind of scrolling. Do you ever shove, grab, or hit opponents during a duel, like hand-to-hand combat? There was also another question about that. You just walk outside.
Hi.
Yeah. I didn't know if your mic would reach from the back deck.
It is still rank. This poor thing.
Yeah.
I tried. We tried to heat blast it.
Oh, someone had a good like intro for HelloFresh. It's like sponsorship. Wow, I sure am hungry after fighting all those francs. If only I had some food. My lord, HelloFresh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, look, you know what? If we get sponsored, that has to be the first one.
Yeah.
That
would be a good one.
Robin is thick as fuck. I appreciate that.
What?
I know.
What? That was profanity on my live stream, man.
Oh, sorry. AF. He does not curse. I do. That's why his streams are always family friendly, and then I pop in.
Then she pops in.
Then it's me. Are you lesbian? Think about that for a second.
Are you lesbian?
I'm one of the letters in there, not the L.
I'm in lesbians with you.
Are you lesbians?
I'm in lesbians.
Can I tell the story about Sora?
Sure.
So our child is determined. She's 15, so she doesn't like men. Men are trash.
She likes men.
Yeah, she likes men, but men are trash because she's 15. And she said men just don't do sweet things for nothing. And I think he had bought me flowers or something just for no reason. And she was like, yeah, but he's a lesbian. And we just thought that was so funny. Instead of just saying men can do nice things, Rob must be a lesbian was her logic there. So I don't know.
Okay, I think I'm done. I think I've tidied as much as I can tidy. I'm very hungry.
All right. We don't tend to train together just because I am nowhere near his league, so I'm only in videos to show typically me getting beaten up or disarmed or something. But if you saw when we were doing Dusac and he threw the Dusac to the ground, like my mind went blank. I panicked because none of my moves after that made any sort of sense. I was like, no. Where do you buy your armor? Well, that's a lot of different places.
A lot of places.
Uncle? Would love to see you do some boo hurt. I never know how to say that. Like I said, engagement's engagement, but yeah, chat might need some therapy. Y'all have some parental issues, I think.
What?
Did you say if you strike or grapple during duels? Did you answer that?
I do.
I'm in lesbians with you is such a good thing to say. Take it. Someone else with the HelloFresh intro? Fight with one leg and one arm, see who wins. At that point, I would hope I could win.
Do I have a favorite silly and practical weapon from game or movie? Chain swords. Warhammer chain swords. That's my favorite. I love chain swords.
Still so many hit the gritty
Ooh, battery's
comments.
down to 18%.
Give us the links.
Thanks to Lynn.
I don't know.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, I keep trying to end the stream.
Yeah.
You're the one stuck in the loop. You see how easy it is to get stuck in
I
the
know
loop?
it is. Okay, I'm putting it. Bye, y'all. I'm putting my phone down. I'm not in the chat anymore.
All right.
We need to go eat lunch. It's 2:00 something here, and we haven't
Okay.
eaten.
Ugh.
So now it's up to you. I'm out.
Is the
It's not my
one
fault.
Are you single?
I hope not. I just realized I hope they can see a ring on my finger, or else that just made no sense. But no.
All right. Yep. Seems everybody's. I was going, no.
No, we gotta leave. We need to eat, y'all. It's
I'm
2 something in the
hungry.
afternoon.
I'm hungry.
My Duncan.
Okay. All right, yeah,
Now it's up to you. You gotta say bye.
We got the game over. There. Someone posted the game over, so that's it. I will show one last time. We had one final question. What's my favorite pole arm? The bill hook. Bye. Have a wonderful time.